And then she stood there looking at her friend's husband, thinking of how to seduce him, because she really wanted to cause marital issues, though her best friend trusted her with her husband. This is what happened. This is the story of a loving couple who one day was watching TV when the wife's phone rang. She picked up her phone and noticed that the caller was her old-time friend from school days. And then the friend is telling her that she's in her city but she's stranded and she came for a job interview but she does not have where to stay. Then the wife told her that she should not worry, that she wants to talk to her husband. And then she started explaining to her husband that one of her good friends from school is in her city and then she's stranded and does not have where to stay. She's begging her husband that he should please allow the friend to come stay here with them for just a few days. The husband does not like the idea because he neither knows the friend nor trusts her. But the wife is explaining to the husband that I know my friend, I trust her, don't worry, it's just for a few days. It's a good, at least let's help her. She's now a sitter and she's trying. Don't worry, I'm going to pick her up. Nothing bad will happen. The husband is dumbfounded, but then agrees and continues watching TV. While he's still watching TV, the wife comes back with this her friend who was stranded in the city, and she begins explaining that this is a very good friend from her university days. They used to be very close, but then she's stranded in the city and just needs 2 days to stay over at their place with them. That you should not worry, that she's a very good and responsible person. And then the wife carries her bag and takes her friend to the guest room. She greets the husband, but the husband doesn't even know what to say and just looks at them. Continues watching TV, saying to himself it's just 2 days. The next day, while the husband was working on his project, because he works from home, the wife comes out of the room, was dressed up to go to her business place because she's also a business woman who owns several shops. And then the husband says, please, when you are coming back, make sure you get things to prepare my favorite Nigerian soup. You know what I like, and make sure there's lots of protein inside of it. Hugs the wife, and the wife gets up to leave for her workplace. He stares and admires the wife and then continues his work watching TV as well. Not too long, while he was there, the wife's friend comes inside from the room with seductive clothing. The husband was unaware. She was staring at the man, thinking of how to seduce this man because she already had an eye for her friend's husband. She was having different thoughts in her head but did not know how to approach it. Got confident, walked towards the husband. The husband was surprised to see her dressed like this but wasn't even giving thought of what she was about doing. And then she crossed her legs, sat close to the husband. The man was asking, what is wrong with you? Are you okay? My wife just left. Is that why you came to my house? Is this the reason you are here? And why are you dressed like this? Why is your button open? Can't you dress decently? Please shift. Give me space. But the girl wasn't having any of this because her intention was to seduce her friend's husband. The man was not understanding what was going on and pushed her away. But she was not giving up yet. She continued and she was saying, is your wife more beautiful than me? Can't you see what I have? Don't you want to have some of it? The man was dumbfounded and was saying to himself, wait, is this a plan between you and my wife to test me, or what is going on here? Did you and my wife cook up this plan to know if I'm faithful or I'm going to cheat on her? The girl wasn't having any of this, closed the man's laptop and wanted to even intensify the seduction. She was trying to cross her leg over the man's body, and the man was saying, please just leave my body, leave this place. I will not fall for your temptation and for your bad plans. He picked up his laptop again and continued work and said to the woman, is that the reason why you came to this house? The woman also pushed him, and the man was so surprised at what was happening. He could not even believe his eyes. And then he said to himself, if this is a plan between you and my wife, this plan will not work. You have just 2 days to be in this house. Saying that's how people go around causing issues in people's marriages instead of you to look for a husband and settle down. And then the man continues his work and said it's just 2 days that is remaining. But then he continues watching TV. Later that day, the wife returns from work and the husband was happy to see his lovely and beautiful wife. She was kind of tired from work stress and said, make sure you prepare my favorite delicacy, my favorite Nigerian soup. And don't worry, just go into the house, take your shower and get me something to eat. Asked about how work was. She said it was fine. She was saying, should I tell my wife? It is another day, and on this day, the man was working from home as usual on his project, when the wife also comes from inside preparing to go to her business place. While she was there, the boy explained that, hope this work is not stressing you. The husband said, no, as far as I have you by my side, work cannot stress me. And then she said, don't worry, I'm already going to work. When I come back, there's food in the fridge. If you get hungry, just heat it up and get something to eat. The wife leaves and the man continues his work. While he was working, this time around, the wife's friend comes from inside of the room with a towel tied around her body. She was staring at this man, thinking of what plan that would make this man fall for her. She was doing this all by herself without the knowledge of the wife. The wife had no idea that her friend was trying to seduce her husband whenever she leaves for work. He sits close to the man and the man is frustrated and tired of what the girl is planning to do. He's telling her, can you just let me work? You have just 2 days to stay here. My wife said she trusts you and this is what you are doing behind her back. Does your friend know that this is what you are doing? Can't you just leave me alone and let me work? The wife's friend was not having any of that and wants to seduce this man by all means possible. The man was explaining to her that I am a faithful man, I love my wife so much, just leave me alone. But the woman wasn't having any of this and just wants to seduce the man. But the man is also trying to resist her, while the woman is even putting more effort in trying to seduce this man. He resorted to our last strategy, opened her towel, and the man could not believe what he was seeing with his eyes. The man could no longer hold himself and happened to have fallen for her temptation. She shook her towel and the man could no longer resist what he was seeing. This is how the man fell for this wife's friend's temptation. Be careful of the friends you allow into your house. Please, if you enjoyed watching this video, tell us where you are watching from so that we can send you a big hug. Please share this video. We love you and God bless you.